because you have...
Fight fans, here we go with our second bout of the evening. It is scheduled for three-minute rounds, and this bout takes place in the middleweight division. Brought to you by Jocelyn Cologne Farmers Insurance. Introducing your combatants. First, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome John Garrison.
All right, continue what you're saying. You're saying these O's and O's, these are the ones you look forward towards.
The reason why is because when you have masters of the arts or true,
Yeah.
you can tell like, oh, he's a wrestler. He's probably going to throw an overhand right and then shoot in for a takedown. When you have these unknowns, these ones who don't know what, they just haven't exposed themselves. They will do things that are off the wall.
Yeah.
They will do things that can catch you off guard. And like John Garrison. I asked him why he wanted to fight. 25 out of nowhere, he wanted to fight. It was a bucket list.
Bucket list.
That takes real courage.
Real courage. I think everybody sits at home, and, it's kind of like the Monday morning quarterback. Everybody's watching the UFC or
I could do that.
Or I could do that. I tell people, man,
having made that walk yourself,
when you walk the walk, it's a different animal. Nothing like it, but it's a different animal. And so right now, this young man is feeling something he's never felt.
Correct.
Even though he might be an athlete, he might have played football, might have wrestled.
He wrestled, he's a grappler.
But when you walk to the cage in a live audience for the first time, it's a different emotions and feelings. Now, the guy right there, checking him in, one of his cornermen, very tough kid. He used to be part of Evolve MMA up in the Cleveland, Ohio area.
Okay.
And there behind him, a great jiu-jitsu coach in the red sweatshirt. Again, both those men used to be part of Evolve MMA.
Gotcha. Do they open their own gym?
So they have moved on to a new gym and are training there. So when I see who is cornering this guy, I know he's connected to some legitimate athletes.
Correct.
And great training partners.
Got some kind of tape issue here, easily fixed, hopefully. John Garrison wants it known that he is an avid anime fan, very into Dragon Ball Z, he's got a tattoo. He wants the cameraman to find it. Hats off to you, kid.
There's another guy who's a big anime guy, and we might know him. He's the IG champ, but he is as a pro, but he's now in the UFC, and that's Mr. King Cage himself, Devontae Smith.
It's a good hero to have.
Please welcome Brandon McCown.
Crowd comes alive at the
Brandon McCown is the brother of our co-main event, Trent McCown. Trent McCown is a 7'3" pro, widely known in the area. He hasn't fought in 4 years, though, due to some injuries. But Brandon McCown looks every bit the beast of his brother. And, I got in there and kind of interviewed around, tried to figure out what was going on with him.
Yeah.
Trent, who is very technical, very explosive, has trained in all styles, says that his brother is a brawler fighter. No real game plan. He's here to fight. He took this fight, I think, on Tuesday because he just felt it was time. He said, to quote, "This is the beginning of a career."
I love it.
So I get so jacked for these O&Os because you never know anything about yourself till you get punched in the face.
Absolutely.
Some people crumble, some people rise to that occasion, and then some people just surprise you. Like that last fight.
Yeah.
That entire round was dominated by his opponent, and then he came out and just one-punched him. One of the craziest knockouts I've ever seen.
The nice thing is here with McCown, too, Brandon, he's been around training, again, like you said, with his brother. So he's been around camps, he's been around fight camps. He's no stranger to fight night. But today, it's his fight night.
Exactly.
Will emotions rule him, or will he trust the training as received? And
he's got his
love it.
coach Lashley from Lashley Training Center out in Mount Vernon, Ohio. I trained out there a couple times. Real nice facility. They just opened up a second location.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for three-minute rounds that takes place in the middleweight division. Brought to you by Jocelyn Cologne Insurance. Introducing your combatants. First, fighting out of the red corner, this mixed martial artist stands 6 feet tall and weighing at 176 pounds. Tonight, he makes his MMA debut inside this cage. He is an independent fighter and hails from Fairlawn, Ohio. Please welcome John Garrison. And his opponent across the cage to my left, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 6 feet 1 inches tall and weighing at 182 and 1/2 pounds. Tonight, he makes his MMA debut inside this cage. He hails from Howard, Ohio, and represents Lashley Training Center. Please welcome Brandon McCown. 3 rounds middleweight division. Your referee in charge is Gary Copeland.
You know, it's always hard to figure out if he's going to be able to. I always am interested to see brothers or sisters, you know, whoever siblings fight, because you know Trent is good.
Yeah.
So you have to assume.
Yeah. Nice crisp striking coming out of the gate there.
Good takedown. Big takedown. Nice cage walk.
You can clear that leg.
There's that wrestling from Garrison. Oh no, that's a big strike. He's got to get up. He can't stay there. That is a terrible place to be under a wrestler. But he's made his way back up.
His pressure is incredible.
Oh, he's right there.
The pressure is amazing.
I can't tell if he has a front choke here.
It looked like he dinged him. I thought he was on his way out.
He was on his way out.
And he kind of recovered. He is taking big shots.
He's out.
Ref's going to stop this one pretty quick.
Oh, he's trying to. He's trying to create.
He's in the full mount.
Making that rookie mistake of trying to catch punches as opposed to covering and shrimping. But Brandon's still here. Brandon, he was dinged pretty badly. He's catching his breath. The striking is stopped from Garrison, which is never something you want. Those little dings are enough to score, but when you have a wrestler that size and that kind of control, I'm not sure that I'd be smiling.
No doubt. He is smiling. Got a little cut underneath that
nice
left
bounce
eye.
here.
It's a big shot. Bouncing his head off the canvas.
He's got to get out from here. With that
big
ref, the ref will
shots.
he's going to have to stop it. He's trying to bridge.
He shut it down. What a dominating performance. From start to finish.
From start to finish, he was there. Nice.
Oh, there
Showing
it is.
it off.
Dragon Ball Z. Well, you know what? Hit him with the takedown. You take advantage of the wild punches, dip underneath. Right now, you can see that this John Garrison just overwhelmed with emotions.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things. If you've never been in that cage, you win. You don't know exactly how you're going to act, and we see a little bit of a demonstration of explosion and excitement. And
that's a tough fight, and sometimes that's the other thing about seeing an 0-0 fighter. You might have an 0-0 fighter, but if that's a Division I wrestler,
that's right.
I'm not saying Garrison is, but man.
Oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 1 minute, 33 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by TKO due to strikes. And now, undefeated inside the cage, John Garrison.
All right, guys, I'm in the cage here with John Garrison, right here on your side, man. That was a great opening performance for a career. Anything you want to say?
I lied to you earlier. You asked if there was anything Flow Combat wanted to know about me. I left out I was a 2-time All-American wrestler.
That's a big one to leave out, but I can see why that was a dominating performance from start to finish. Beautiful takedown and control. Anything that you want to say to the fans here?
This is a bucket list thing, guys. I'm a wrestler. I love jiu-jitsu. So I'm retiring tonight. Thank you all. Thank you, my girlfriend, for putting up with this shit. And all my Dragon Ball Z fans, all that stuff. Thank you.
All right, good job, man. It's nice to meet you. Take a picture.
Well, unbelievable. That's kind of a big thing to leave out there, that you're a 2-time, big-time wrestler at a big-time collegiate program. But he gets the win tonight. He says he retires. He says he's got the 1-0 and he's done. He says he retires. It seems like he's way too good to retire to me.